I'm the dad of 4 kids, man, and I mean, what are they learning in school? Have you ever experienced this where you're like, wait, they're teaching you what? Well, there's a new book out outlining the top schools that are offering training courses in radical politics. David Horowitz is the author of One Party Classroom, How Radical Professors at America's Top College Indoctrinate Students and Undermine Our Democracy. Boy, the titles of books are just getting so long now. How are you, David?
We have to tell people.
Okay, so talk to me a little bit about... let's start with the lady. I think she's in, where is she? The University of California.
Right.
Her father was the leader of the Communist Party.
He was a teacher when I went to Communist Party school when I was young, and now they've moved it into the University of California, Texas, Penn State. She really designed the Women's Studies program. It's now called the Department of Feminist Studies. And it's basically an indoctrination. The whole program is to indoctrinate you to think that the difference between men and women, the differences, gender, are created by men to oppress women. You learn that America is a racist, sexist, homophobic society. You get courses in global feminisms, in which people talk, professors lecture against the global market system, but these professors are qualified they have credentials as comparative literature teachers. It's a total fraudulent operation.
I'm concerned, David, because the generation that I'm from, I think is probably one of the last generations that had any kind of root into America and what our founders, you know, the 60s changed absolutely everything. Now it seems like everybody feels that they're entitled to something. There is no responsibility. It's all rights. I mean, it's craziness. How do we, as a parent, what do we do? How do we navigate this? How do we... Because it's happening in elementary and high school as well.
I think parents have to speak up. I mean, the students are in a difficult situation, and that is that if they speak up, they get punished. Because there are almost no conservative professors left.
You're a former communist revolutionary.
I was a Marxist.
A Marxist, okay.
Yeah.
You were a revolutionary.
I would have been horrified by this. I would, just as I would be horrified by the left as a supporter of anti-Semitism, of Jew hatred, of Hamas, Hezbollah. I like to think that I never would have supported those. It's just a degeneration of the left. We have
there's indoctrination of revolution, you say?
Yeah, there's a course at, again, the University of California. It says, this is from the catalog. This is the description of the course. The goal of this seminar is to learn how to organize a revolution, and then it tells you that it's an anti-global capitalist revolution. These are leftists who, it's just what's happened to the press.
David, can you imagine if this was done, let's say in a southern school?
They'd be screaming bloody murder.
Bloody murder. Just for me pointing out and warning America, there is trouble on the horizon. I'm hammered.
And there are courses where they say this is activism for credit, finally. If you will serve in a social movement, and then they give a list of left-wing movements, I will give you 200 credits towards your grade. We did 150 courses, and it's laid out. This is what the professors say about their own courses. This is how they describe them. If there are 10 courses per university, we did 12, roughly, and there are 4,000 universities. That means there are between 10 and 30,000 indoctrination courses.
Okay, real quick, let me ask you this: how close to the goals that you believed in the 1960s, how close are we to having all of those things accomplished?
The left in this country has never been more powerful. It's changing the values. I mean, that's what you're talking about. Through the schools. I mean, I don't even talk in this book about K-12 schools, which are further down the line. The education schools are the worst schools in the universities. We do the Columbia one, which Bill Ayers, he's the guru at Columbia Teachers College, the premier teachers college in America. He's got a series of 12 teacher guides called Teaching Social Justice in the classroom. I've read a book called Teaching Social Justice in Mathematics. How do you do that? Well, when you do numbers, you use Iraq body counts. When you do percentages, you show 2% of the population has this percent of the wealth. You go all through college.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, David. Thank you very much. We'll talk again. America, it is crazy, and David said it's exactly right. We are missing the values and the principles. Do not miss Friday's live broadcast in this studio from New York this Friday. Now,